everyone, my name is Lily and I am a 5th grader in Hanbit Elementary School. Today I will introduce you to Hangul because it is one of our national treasures. Hangul is a Korean alphabet. It is special because it allows the Korean people to speak, read and write using a set of 24 letters and letter combination. Each phonic sound in Hangul is very easy to understand, so it is fairly easy to learn our language. Hangul has a wide variety of consonants and vowel sounds. King Sejong made Hunminjeongeum, which is the original name for Hangul. He invented Hangul because, at the time, Korean people had to rely on the Chinese characters for written communication. However, Chinese was a very hard language to master for the general public. Only the rich could learn Chinese in school. On the contrary, most poor people of Korea were illiterate because they were forced to communicate with complicated characters from a foreign land. They didn't have access to the same quality of education. Many poor people were taken advantage of because official notices and signs were written in Chinese characters they could not read. As a result of not understanding this notice, many people were penalized and had to pay money. It was an unfair and challenging time for the Korean working class. After the invention of Hangul, Korean citizens could read contracts and other legal documents and were more protected from being conned. Additionally, Korean people felt pride in having their own national language that is both beautiful and accessible to all Koreans. Hangul was created on October 9, 1443. Today, we celebrate Hangul Day each year on October 9. On Hangul Day, Korean students don't go to schools. Instead, we use this time to pay respect to King Sejong. Hangul was a very scientific and creative system of writing. It is even recognized by the UNESCO World Cultural Heritage. I believe Hangul is the best language in the world among all of the thousands of languages spoken globally. As a Korean, I am proud of our language, Hangul, and I respect King Sejong for using his power to make life better for the poor. I hope there are many opportunities for people from other countries to learn about our Hangul as well. And I strongly believe it is going to be very popular because it is very easy to learn and is a very excellent language in the world. Learning Hangul will be very helpful to you in the future. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Hello everyone, my name is Jenny. Recently, North Korea has launched several missiles. They have threatened to start a war on Korean peninsula. The tension from this situation causes some people to say that it is impossible to unite two Koreas. Many Koreans remain scarred by the separation of their family members split across the borders or haunted by the memories of the war. Today, I will discuss why I believe we must unite two Koreas and the benefits of reunification. First, let us consider the economic benefits of reunification. If a South Korean train could pass through North Korea, it would create a route that allows us to travel overland to Europe and could give us an opportunity to enjoy the sights of North Korea. This would be great because there is a very famous mountain called Mountain Baekdu in North Korea. The landscape is very beautiful. Also, we can share what is now North Korea's natural resources. For example, there is a lot of oil and coal in North Korea. With access to these resources, the northern part of a new Korea could rebuild and develop. Also, if people are no longer afraid of war, other countries will invest more money in Korea, and we could develop our economic power further. Secondly, unification would give us great social benefits. Our population will grow to about 100 million very quickly. If Koreans are unified, many people could put an end to the forced separation of their family members. Unification could also make us happy and peaceful as the threat of war would be over. For these reasons, I think reuniting two Koreas will give us many benefits. There is a Korean proverb which says, being together is better than being alone. I think this is true for disjointed countries as well as people. I hope to see North Korea and South Korea unite in the future. Thank you for listening.
김수희 학생이었습니다. 시작해 주세요.
Hello, I am Hei-Nyu. Today I'd like to share with you all about Jeongwol New Year's month in Korea. There are two calendars in Korea. They are the solar calendar and lunar calendar. The solar calendar is based on the solar system and used in all over the world. The lunar calendar is made according to the movement of the moon and used in some countries in Asia. Today I'll tell you about Jeongwol, which is the January of the Korean lunar calendar. The first day of Jeongwol is Seolnal, the New Year's Day in Korean lunar calendar. Seolnal is one of the biggest holidays in Korea. Most people eat tteokguk or rice cake soup as a meal for celebration in the morning at home. Usually parents don't forget to say every bowl of tteokguk means a year-to-year age. Sometimes the youngest kid of the family wants to have another bowl of tteokguk to become older than the others. They think that one bowl is 1 year, so 2 bowls are 2 years. For Seolnal, kids and younger people greet seniors at home and neighbors with sebe. Sebe is the new year bowing to wish health and happiness. The underlings bow to their superiors. Usually children like sebe because after sebe they can earn some money as a gift of the holiday. This is my favorite tradition of Seolnal because I can earn some money and save it to buy something that I want. Besides tteokguk, people make tteok rice cake, Jeong Korean pancake to celebrating the holiday and share this with their neighbors. The 15th day of Jeongwol is Daeboreum. Daeboreum means the first full moon day of the year. People believe that a wish toward the rising of the first full moon would come true. I don't believe this story, but it remains as a fantastic one to me. Jeongwol is the month in the middle of winter. Strong winter wind leads the children to the hills to fly a kite in the sky. On the frozen ponds and lakes, lots of kids enjoy ice sledding. At night, cheerful boys play jibunori. Children wheel around cans full of holes through which a fire blazes. Jeongwol is the beginning of the year. At Jeongwol, we can make a plan for the year and share our warm hearts with beautiful manners, various foods, and playing together. Every year, I really look forward to the day of Seolnal. According to the Korean lunar calendar, today is not 2018 yet. We will meet Jeongwol in 2018 soon. With the coming of Jeongwol, all of you have good health and a joyful life. Happy New Year, everybody.
유혜인 학생이었습니다. 다음은
Thank you.
이성민 학생.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Chani and I am in 5th grade at Pajuwadong Elementary School. Today, I would like to talk to you about Gimjang. Now winter has come and there is quite a lot of snow. What comes to your mind when you think of winter? You might think of snow blanketing the ground, decorating the Christmas tree, hanging wreaths around the house, and planning for winter vacation. Here in Korea, as often is the case, it's a very different story. Winter is the time for Gimjang. Gimjang is the Korean tradition of making a large amount of kimchi for the winter. It is one of the biggest family events after Chuseok and Lunar New Year's Day. Koreans do Gimjang with their friends and family members because it takes a lot of work. My mother does Gimjang every winter as well. The whole neighborhood comes together to help each other by making the kimchi and later sharing it. There are many kinds of kimchi that you can make for each season. Gimjang is special. It's the time of year when families make the beloved pogi kimchi to be eaten year-round. My mom made 70 pogi kimchi this year. The first steps are cutting and bringing the head of cabbage in 40 kilos of salt. Then you must wash the brown cabbages 3 times to remove any last bits of dirt or bugs. The salt gives kimchi its flavor. My mom puts in red chili powder, garlic, ginger, fermented shrimp pad, fish sauce, radish, mustard green, and green onions. So he spread on each leaf, making sure to leave the base, not putting too much or too little. To finish his piece, you take the outer leaf and wrap it around, making a nice little package of flavor. After baking a container full of kimchi, place the leaves on top as a protection against the air. A year's worth of kimchi is hard work. As a reward for our efforts, we have bought pork meat. After finishing, I think it's the best part of kimjang. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is So Yeon Song. I'm going to talk about my wishes and my thoughts about world peace. What is peace to you? I think peace is something that helps each other to understand our differences so that we are all happy. Someone once said, I think peace is something when everyone has the same chances and can share happiness. Also, somebody told me once, I think peace is where everyone is working toward unity. Like this, peace looks a little different for everybody, but hopefully everybody wants the world to be peaceful. So I wish the world would to be peaceful. But why is the world still not peaceful? In some countries like Syria, war still happens. In Syria, many people suffer from war. And the Korean War has not ended. It's just a fighting. Also, in many countries like the United States, terrorism is taking place. 17 years ago, the September 11th, terrorist attacks happened in the United States. It killed 2,843 people. And on the other side of the globe, many children starve to death and suffer from malnutrition. People discriminate because skin color, religion, and for other reasons. These are all proof that the world is not peaceful yet. So, many people try to make the world peaceful. Oskar Schindler is a person who used his property to save the lives of Jewish people during the Second World War. And Albert Schweitzer helped Black Africa by founding and sustaining a hospital in Central Africa. For this, he received a Nobel Peace Prize. Like this, the world got better with the effort of many people. But still, we still can say the world is peaceful. Now, we must try hard for the world to become peaceful. It is not my job and it is not your job. It is all over our job. I bet if we try hard, then the world become a peaceful place. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Hello, my name is Ha Won-jun. Today I'm going to introduce to you the amazing Korean alphabet and language. Hangul is the only writing system in the world whose purpose, creator, dates of origin are clearly known. King Sejong invented Hangul out of love for his people. The original name of Hangul is Hunminjeongeum, which means that it is right to teach the people. UNESCO named a word after King Sejong because he created Hangul so that people could learn and use it easily. The most scientific language in the world, Hangul can be used to express almost everything. Do you keep journals? I write in mine every day, and thanks to Hangul, I can always write what I want to say. People experience a lot of emotions, and we can express them all in Hangul. Also, our language reflects our community consciousness. When foreigners first come to Korea, there are some words they hear very often. Our country, our school, our home, and our family. Koreans say our a lot. Usually Americans say my country, my school, and my family instead. Our means together. It means not thinking about myself, but thinking about other people. I'm proud of Korean, which shows the warmth and kindness of our people. Thank you for listening.
소원준 학생이었습니다.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. It's my pleasure to meet you. My name is 장별이, and I'm the 5th grade of Kaon Elementary School. I thank you for the chance to speak in front of you today. How long have you lived in Paju? 5 years, 10 years, maybe 6 months? As for me, I have lived in Unjeong since 2008. I heard that the Paju has become a tourist attraction. So today, I want to introduce attractive spots. I want to be your tour guide. Are you ready? Let's go. English Village is the first place. All things in the English Village follow the image of the village in the English country and enable students to learn English through an exotic environment and cultural experience. Students and more than 700 teachers can naturally experience English in their life through the combined facility of education, experience, and play and educational programs. The next place on the trip is Harry Art Valley. Harry's aim at the culture and art village where the diversity of culture genres communicate in one space. Planned in 1994 and established in 1997, Harry's aim at the culture and art space including a house, workroom, museum, and gallery by 370 artists such as writers, artists, movie men, architects, and musicians in the huge area. The last place of this trip is Unification Village. There is a slow food experience program operated by Jangnambin Village. Tourists can experience daily life of the farming village including soybean milk, bean curd making, traditional soy sauce making, corn baking, and a grinding stone. Which place is most impressive place for you? Harry Art Valley, English Village, Unification Village? To be honest with you, I would like to visit all places. Have fun in beautiful, fabulous, lovely, and awesome city in Paju.
Hello everyone. How was today? Great. Excellent. My name is Minseok and I'm in the 5th grade at Ungwang Elementary School. I'm here to talk about the language of the future. Okay, let's play a game. It's going to be a guessing game. Here's your first clue. It consists of 14 consonants and 10 vowels. These consonants and vowels are similar to those in the English alphabet like B, F, T, and A, E, I, O, U. Got it? Yes? No? Okay. Next hint. The second clue. It has 8,000 different kinds of sounds. It is possible to write each sound. Isn't that impressive? Now, do you know? Is it hard to guess? Okay, I'll tell you. It is unique to our Korean culture is Hangul, the Korean alphabet. Hangul was invented 500 years ago, but it has only been commonly used for just 100 years. Now, the Korean language proudly stands against any language or alphabet of the world. Hangul is easy to learn because it was designed in a scientific way. It is fast becoming well known throughout the world. I think it's time to start investing time and money in developing and making Korean an even more attractive language to learn. One day, I'll let you know that Korean is being learned all over the world by people of all different cultures and nationalities. This is my dream. Wouldn't that be great? Thank you very much for listening and have a great day.
송인석 학생이었습니다. 시작해 주세요.
Hello, I'm Lee Jong-min. I go to Bongchang Elementary School. Today, I'm going to talk about world peace. On June 25th, 1950, Korea was divided into the North and the South because of war. Although we are the same people, one nation was divided into two countries. My grandfather was separated from his family during the war. When national holidays come, my grandfather always goes to Imjin River. I go there with him. From the river, I can see Kaesong, my grandfather's hometown. Grandpa pointed out the land to me and says his family lived there. He wondered if his parents were still alive and said he misses his sister. I remember him sighing deeply with tears in his eyes. There are the grandfathers and grandmothers separated from their family and friends. They also sit sadly by the river, missing their loved ones. It's heartbreaking. Because I live in Paju, close to North Korea, I truly understand the pain of war. So I wish for unification and peace. I hope that in his lifetime, my grandfather can experience the happiness of reunification between the two Koreas. All of you have people you love and want to live happily with them in a peaceful world. We must stop wars to gain world peace. I'll be a strong voice in the international community until peace is achieved. I want to become someone wise enough to help prevent tragedies like the separation of North and South Korea. Thank you for listening.
이정희 학생이었습니다.
Hello, I'm Chu Hui-yeon. I'm here to talk about my thoughts on world peace. What is world peace? The encyclopedia says an ideal state of happiness, freedom, and peace, where people understand each other and remain in balance without disputes or conflicts. This definition may seem too difficult, but it just means that in this state the world remains peaceful. So then, what can we do to make the world peaceful? I think that more than anything, we need to start by making small efforts in our daily lives. The United Nations has designated September 21st as World Peace Day. That day, I read a report on the effects of global warming on people. A joint research team by Marshall Berg at Berkeley University at California and Solomon Sheng at Princeton University reported that each time the Earth's average temperature rose 2 degrees Celsius, crime rate was 15%, and collective disputes such as wars increased by over 50%. When I read this article, I was astonished to learn that by decreasing usage of air conditioners and cars, we can contribute to world peace and help stop war. I was so happy to find that I was already supporting world peace. Why don't you all try to focus on small actions rather than thinking about world peace too broadly? Look around you. Even your smallest actions can bring peace to the world. Thank you so much for your attention.
시작해 주세요.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you all. Today, I'd like to tell you about kimchi. Kimchi is made of Korean cabbage, radish, cucumbers, onions, scallions, garlic, ginger, and other vegetable ingredients. Red pepper powder and tteokga are added as a seasoning, and then this complex mix of interesting flavors is stored at a low temperature to properly mature and ferment. Kimchi has always been a popular Korean traditional food, yet many of us do not favor it because of its authentic smell. But how much do you know about kimchi? Let me tell you a brief story about kimchi. We are not so sure when it started making kimchi, but researchers estimate that it was about 2,000 years ago. Wow! That is about the same time Jesus was born. During the time, people created different flavors such as sweet and sour. Imagine the sweet kimchi. Does it make your mouth water? What you know about history? Now, I would like to talk about the good things of eating kimchi. There are many reasons why, but I will just mention 3 of them. First, kimchi contains a great amount of vitamins and minerals, especially calcium and vitamins A and C, which means it can help you go tall. Second, it helps prevent cancer and aging. So if you don't want to see wrinkles on your parents, tell them to keep on eating kimchi. With type A influenza spreading over the world lately, Korea has fewer cases than other countries. Dr. Kim Young-jin, the food research authority, does because Korean kimchi, which are less manufacturers. Lastly, if you're a little chubby, eating kimchi will help you lose weight by increasing your metabolism and blood circulation. For these reasons, kimchi has become more and more popular, not only among Koreans, but also among many non-Koreans. Kimchi is known to be one of the world's healthiest foods. So everyone, eat kimchi and stay healthy. Thank you for listening.
안수인 학생이었습니다.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's such an honor to be here with you on this beautiful afternoon. Well-being. Does that sound familiar? Actually, my mother loves the word well-being. Every newspaper, every advertisement, and every restaurant focuses nowadays on well-being products. What has well-being got to do with Korea? Well, let me tell you about Korean food, the perfect role models for well-being food. Most people like fast food, like pizza and burgers. Yes, I admit that we eat them in a hurry, but they are not healthy. Fast foods are not typical Korean food. Think about bibimbap, a mixture of rice, some meats and vegetables mixed with sesame oil and hot red pepper sauce. Yummy! Think about unique fermented seasoning called jang, including 청국장, 된장, 간장, 고추장. These seasonings are essential ingredients in Korean food. It does have a good smell, but healthy. Think about kimchi, a typical Korean side dish that everyone, of course, knows about. Marinated Korean cabbage mixed with all kinds of vegetables and full of vitamins. Did you know that there are more than 150 kinds of kimchi in Korea? All kimchis have distinct flavors based on the different ingredients. Let's talk about some kinds of kimchi. Gakdugi is very crunchy. Cucumber kimchi is good for hot summers. Moo kimchi is well known for its cool taste. Chonggak kimchi is made with baby radishes. Korean foods may not be easy to prepare, but they are certainly worth the effort. First, it's healthy. Second, it's definitely tasty. Finally, it holds the wisdom of our ancestors passed down from one generation to the next. What do you think? Try it. You'll like it. There's a Korean saying, eating well is the best medicine of all. Eat well, eat Korean food. You'll try real well-being. Thanks for letting me share.
김서희 학생이었습니다.